It's unknown plug time at Anubis Studio. What up, Toya?
What up?
I mean, episode 2.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
We got the people tuned in. Like,
yeah, we here.
we got a lot of support. Yo,
Land.
shout out to the people, man. Shout out to Anubis Studio.
Shout out to Anubis.
Hit our sponsors real quick,
Real
man.
quick,
You know the
shout out
outs.
to our big sponsors. First of all, Unknown Plug CT is brought to you by DJ Craig G. Topfloor Entertainment is also brought to you by, shout out to Joey Liza. Y'all already know that Anubis Studio, you feel what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And big sponsors, 1990-something, Joe Ace, also
1990
the
something,
Big
you know
Talk
what it is.
Podcast, my sis, my booski, Preem Gully. We outside. Let's, you know what I'm saying?
Big time, big time,
Yeah,
big time,
we
big
back.
time, big time.
Listen, Scoops, I'm excited because like every week we're gonna have different artists up here
Right.
from around like the states, and like I'm just excited to see
Yeah,
who got
it's
tonight.
dope, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's our second go around. Yo, Toya, man, she doing her thing. And yo, shout out to Elite Boxing as well,
Shout out
man.
to Elite Boxing,
You know what I mean? They had us
Breezy,
out
you know
there,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yo, Spider Cuz, everyone that did a drop for us. That's
Charlie
amazing, bro.
Clips,
Because y'all ain't have to
appreciate y'all.
do it,
Love,
but y'all did it
love.
for us. You feel what I'm
Big
saying?
B,
So
Bellamy,
we want to make
appreciate
sure,
y'all.
yo, Bellamy, yo, shout out to
you.
shout out to Gigi Bands. We will have
Yes,
his music on air
yes.
soon. You feel what I'm saying? But like, shout out to y'all for really supporting
For real,
us
for
and
real.
what we got going on and what we trying to do for the up and coming artists out here in CT. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely.
All right, man. We got Frankie with the list. I think
Frankie with the list.
That's a family friend right there.
Yeah,
you know what
shout
I mean?
out. When did I meet Frankie? I met Frankie with the list last year at Terminal. Well, before that, she's been on a couple of showcases.
Word.
But she performed at a birthday party that was being honored for me last year.
Okay.
And she do her thing. I just do her thing.
Yeah,
you
she's
know what I'm
really
saying?
good.
So
She's
like
really good.
shout out to Frankie with the list. I definitely want her to send in music to us. Frankie with the List has been doing music since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
One of her favorite genres of music is rap, R&B, house music. She also is branding herself as Key. I
Yo,
like
for
that,
real,
Frankie.
yo, Key,
That's some
alright.
grown, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
some
more
grown
fierce.
woman.
We hear
you
that,
know what I'm
we hear
talking
that.
about? Like, I like that a lot,
Frankie.
a lot. So shout out to Frankie with the List. Well, not Frankie with the List, Key. Shout out to Key. Let me correct that. Shout out to
Facts.
Key. We're gonna
But
play.
to follow her on
Yeah,
everything
to
is
follow
still
everything.
Frankie with the list.
Yes.
You feel what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, she's a real good artist. I met her through, we used to have these creative sessions for Soul Food Sunday. Shout out to Ja out in Bridgeport. And, you know, he brought her through the studio. And we were just making beats on the fly. And then she would just get in the booth and go crazy. Every single time she pulled up, she would go crazy. And till this day, like, and her pen game is really fire. So to see how she
Shout
progressed
out.
as an artist, yo, shout out to Frankie, man, for
Yeah.
sure. Yo, Frankie with the list.
Love
for sure,
that.
for sure.
Love that.
First song. What's the first song we're gonna play? We're gonna play the single that's already out, right?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I like that. That's like the artist formerly known as Prince. You know, it's like Frankie with the List. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to Key. You feel what I'm talking about?
That's a beautiful thing. What you want to do? Private party?
You know what? Private Party. I heard that, but I want to hear it again.
You want to hear it again?
That's
you like
one
that
of my.
That's a joint.
Yeah, you know, she know that's one of my favorites. So yeah, let's bang that real quick. This is fire.
Fucking with a freak, baby. I don't know why you scan my skin. Right hips like the same as him. I'm gonna go to me where you been. Keep it all in that niggas that's me. I wanna back that I hit it again, and again, and again. Don't stop, I'm gonna don't stop. Then give me stop. Don't stop, I'm gonna don't stop. Then give me stop. I wanna fuck with nobody. I wanna fuck with nobody. I wanna fuck with nobody.
right now.
Right now.
Like, that record, I feel like is a record that you could play. Like, it could go by for a couple years and you could still play that record. Like, it makes
timeless.
me hype. Energy in it. First of all, the beginning of it, like the sample she took, like that was
Sierra,
nasty
Private
work.
Party, right?
Yes, that was nasty work.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That was dope work, though. Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
So what you think about the beat?
The beat, very like groovy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can rock
like,
to it. That's a big thing. Like I listen to that. I be waiting to like how stuff gonna drop, how it move.
Fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So yeah, the beat go hard. That beat go hard.
For sure. What about you already spoke about the lyrics, because the Private Party sample, the play on words and stuff like
Sierra,
that.
she flipped it and made it her own. Yeah, Frankie, that record fire. Like I get so hyped. Energy, you know what I'm saying? It's like a record I feel like I could get ready to before I hit the club. You know what I'm saying? My club days are like kind of like over, but you know what I'm saying? Put you in that mode. Shout out to Frankie with the list.
Shout out to Frankie,
you know
Shout out to Frankie. We do have one more record from Frankie.
Okay.
But yeah, the beat was amazing. It's very modern. It's very like, give me that Cash Cobain kind of like sexy drill. That joint is amazing. And the play on words as far as the lyrics, I love it because it brings me back to the Sierra Private Party.
Yes.
And if y'all remember that video,
come on.
Y'all remember that video. You feel what I'm saying?
In future, you know what I'm saying? Back when.
Yeah,
that was back when.
You feel what I'm saying?
And
the overall vibe, it was a vibe. It was a feel good vibe. That shit makes you feel good. I mean, it makes the girls dance. The guys could, sip too. It's all good. So, Frankie, that was an amazing record. I love that for sure. I think she sent us another one. I don't know if it's unreleased. Okay. But she did send another one to the email. So, I think this one is called Freeway. Okay. So, we're going to drop this one. We're going to play this one. Right. Shout out to Frankie with the list.
Something new. Shout out to Frankie with the list for real.
Okay. This that type of shit I came with the top down. Sunroof open, smoke with a spliff, talking your shit like pull up in that cherry colored Benz Maraschino. Left a couple beans like I just went with the Nino. Treat me like a star, black trucks wherever we go. Don't drink up my shoe bottoms, been sipping on that Pinot. Talking all that shit, they don't know I'm getting richer. Eating all these beats and wonder why I'm getting thicker. Eat me like a treat, but I'm looking for a trigger. Bars been nuts since they put it in a Snicker. Said she want that beef, she don't want no barbacoa. Don't hop on my dick when you see I'm about to blow up. Making bitches sick, looking like they about to throw up. Me while I'm bowling in the Honda, bustin' donuts. How I walk on the track will make a hoe asthmatic. Had to jump that nigga, he was such a bad habit. French kiss the pussy, fuck me like a jackrabbit. Thumbing through some numbers like a fucking mathematic. FRANKIE way. Rolling up a split, auto steamer on the freeway. Don't know why you hate me when you know you wanna be me. I've been going hard, but I flow so easy. Why you sleeping on me? Need to get up out your PJs. Say about the mix, but I'll still cut up like the DJ. Take a trip to PA just to cop a Philly cheesesteak. Your boyfriend thirsty, trying to sip up on a Fiji. Feeling so good, brain like he went to Yale. Trying to cut me up, and he ain't taking me to jail. Think they only watching cause they wanna see me fail. If it's fuck me, fuck you and go to hell. Said you getting bread, but it's money and it's stale. You ain't smoking gas, I can tell by the smell. You don't wash your ass, I can tell cause you smell. Bitch, I need that cash, fuck an Apple Pay or Zelle. I've been harder than bitches, spitting harder than niggas. I'm a star when I step out, they be asking for pictures. She think it's too small, I see the bigger picture. Here come and run it all, cut you off, no scissors. When they play your songs, it's smooth, no scissor. Able to play long if I ain't fucking with ya. If you did me wrong, I'm praying God forgive ya. I'm on the one, baby, I ain't unfamiliar.
Listen,
we had to play that one fully through. We had to play that whole track.
Listen, I was not expecting listen, Frankie, that
girl
crazy. Bad.
That joint's crazy.
That girl bad. That like Olderfield sample. She's
talking her talk. You know
what I'm saying? Like the rap, the singing. Like she's like a triple.
That beat was crazy.
Threat. Like she do it all. Fire. I love, first of all, Private Party's one of my favorite records. But that record right there, Frankie, Yeah.
That's the one.
You talking.
That's the
you
one
talking.
right there.
That was fire.
I like that. I like that 100%. You
Damn,
definitely threw a different vibe out of it. I was
you
not
think
even
about that
expecting
beat?
that.
That
That
the
beat,
whole-
it was so soulful. It's a nostalgic like sample through it. Like it's amazing. That beat was wild. And like it gave you a pocket to kind of do your thing as far as like an artist. Like, you feel me? As far as the flows. Amazing. Amazing. For sure. How you felt about that overall vibe?
I loved it. I love her. Also too, as a person, I've had an opportunity to talk with Frankie. She's focused. She's young.
Yeah.
And the world is hers. She keep working hard.
Key. Shout out to Key, man.
Yeah, shout out to Key.
That's for sure, man. Frankie with the list, man. Tune in. Follow her.
Yes, follow her for real. So school.
We outside. What up, Toya?
Yeah, you know, every
up,
week I told you I was gonna come with some different questions for you as a producer.
And I'm here. What's up?
Okay.
What's
So
up,
I gotta
man?
pick your brain. So as a producer, first of all, last week I asked him if you're feeling happy, sad, does your mood alternate with what you,
Yes.
you know, how the beat goes.
Facts.
If I'm angry, am I gonna be making an angry beat? If I'm
Facts.
sad, just lost my girl, are we gonna be lullabying?
fact.
Like, what we gonna be doing?
That's a fact.
Let me know. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So today I want to know, what's your process for producing a beat? Like, what's your starter pack,
right.
your
Well-
ender pack, your ending pack for producing?
For me, it really just depends, honestly. Like, it really depends, because sometimes I get clients, and the clients will literally, like, request a type beat.
Okay.
So if I get one of those, then
What's a type beat?
So a type beat is pretty much a type of beat. Like, it'll probably be like your favorite artist, like, I don't know, like NBA YoungBoy type beat.
Okay.
Or like Chris
okay.
Brown type beat.
Okay.
So like they just
Okay.
put that type beat because it's like that's the similar like sound for
Right.
that specific artist.
Right,
So
right.
if I get contracted to do one of those, then I'm literally kind of emulating a sound.
Okay.
But if they want to like original school's production, it really just depends on the type of samples that I use, because I'm a big sampler. That's like my production style, like, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I sample a lot, and the art of sampling, like the real art of sampling, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I do that.
I like that.
But like it's all about vibes. As long as I can find the key of the song,
Right.
and the tempo that you're looking for as far
Right.
as an artist,
Right.
then it's go time. Now we find the groove, and then boom. While I'm making the beat, the artist is like, you know, writing as well. So
Okay.
like if they're in the studio with me,
Right,
of course.
right.
But if they're not in the studio with me, I'll send like rough references, like a rough copy, just to see if they really like the vibe, and then boom. That's if I'm working with an artist directly. But I also have my BeatStars up, so like you could just follow me on BeatStars.
That's dope.
Making hella beats,
That's
but
dope.
that's about it. That's pretty much
It's
the
like
process.
endless
for me.
beats with this man. I'm trying to tell you, like,
for
you,
sure.
you call
for
him up.
sure.
I need a Kanye beat. I need a Blast beat.
Yeah.
I need and shout out, by the way, since we're speaking of Blast, shout out to my boy EJ on that
EJ, Evan
intro.
James,
you know
Evan
what I'm
James.
saying? Y'all named it your name. Shout out to the viewers. I put up a poll. It was your name or ring a bell, and y'all
It's
said
coming
to
out
call
soon.
it your name. It's coming to platforms.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have.
for sure.
We have people asking us where could they find the record. So EJ, you are a superstar and you're special to my heart. Thank you for
Holding it down, doing the intro. Hell
It's,
yeah,
it's
that's for
special.
sure.
It's very special, and the words are very special to me. He literally took our objective and put it into a
fruition.
song.
Yeah,
that
for
boy
sure.
bad. Like, you
That
know
boy
what I'm
good.
saying?
Yes, sir. 100%.
All right, let's go,
100%.
let's go. We got
That's
Mac.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. We got my boy D.Mack Mizzle. Well, his name is D.Mack, but I call him D.Mack Mizzle. That's my
Okay.
guy. I do a lot of business with D.Mack. If you ain't know him, Toya, he's a DJ.
Okay.
He's an artist as well.
Wow.
And yo, he puts out a lot of music videos, man. He's really consistent with what he's doing.
Okay.
I think he did a joint project with Samar Foe.
Okay.
Which is one of the
Correct.
popular like artists around in
Yep.
our section right now. He's doing
Yep.
his thing.
Definitely.
Shout out to Samar Foe. We definitely could probably doing
Oh
reviews on
yeah,
him as well.
all y'all outside artists are
but
coming.
D-Mack,
up here.
D-Mack is one of the hardest artists like working that I've known, like the hardest working artist that I've known, for real.
You heard it
like
first.
he's really going hard, and he's in all these events, networking, and he's always down You feel what I'm saying? He's Mr. 203, and shout out to the 203 Fest.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? That he puts together every summer. You feel what I'm saying? Like D.Mack
tap into that.
That's for sure. We're gonna drop the first song from D.Mack. It's called 6 Feet Tall. I think he has a visual for it. I'm not too sure. He comes out with mad visuals.
Okay.
But this is 6 Feet Tall.
Let's
D.Mack.
get into it.
6 feet tall, but it feels like 6 feet tall, but I'm like wasted. No matter what I do, girl, you still hate me. Tryna cancel out the noises to fill my cup up with some poison. I had to take it back as summer closes. It's 2:03, but I'm not chosen. I'm always at war with my emotions. I try to leave that shit alone, but I'm a loner. So you don't really want smoke, girl, I'm a stoner. That's why I weigh heavy on my shoulders.
Mr. 203.
Okay.
6 feet tall, but I'm like wasted. No matter what I do, girl, you still hate me. I'm so stressed, girl, my mind's bleeding. And that was my fault, cause I'm the reason. Soon as I open up, you're leaving. But I can't lie, girl, that'd be treason. I try to turn a new leaf, but now you're leaving. I don't ever fall asleep, but girl, I'm dreaming. When I'm by New York, I'm with the demons. I think it's really wild how time is creeping. I'm 6 feet tall, but I'm in the deep end. 6 feet tall, but it feels like wasted.
D.Mack.
My boy D.Mack. Yes, sir, Mr. 203.
I felt like in the beginning it was giving me like some certain parts of it, like a little, like Drake a little bit. You know how he switches over from the rapping to the singing, but I like that. That was different. That was really different.
It was really dope.
That's making me think a little bit.
What you think? What you think about the beat?
The beat wasn't bad. I felt like it's definitely a record that I can put in my whip.
Yeah.
Zone out to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take a little ride.
That's it.
Do the things I love to do.
Off camera.
Off camera, right? Exactly that part. Definitely that
crazy.
part. Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. I like that. That was different. That was
right.
We slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was more of like
I
the
appreciated
vibe.
that.
The vibe was definitely more slower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think about the beat?
I love the beat. I like the keys on the beat. You know what I mean? It's very like, it's more of like a sensual vibe for me. You know what I mean? As far as like the beat and what he's talking about, you kind of have to really listen to what he's talking about because it definitely has substance in the lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, overall smooth joint, man. That's one of the ones that you ride into.
I like
for
that.
For sure.
I was feeling that.
Yeah, D.Mack, man, 6
Shout
feet
out to
tall,
D.Mack.
man. Please follow D.Mack on all platforms, man, for sure. I think the next song that he requested that we play is called Twisted. It's called Twisted Over You, and this is from his project, D.Mack and Samar Foe. They came out with a joint project. Okay. Shout out to the Hub Studios, man.
Shout out to the Hub, yeah.
This is the Hub's very own. Like these are all.
We was
like,
in the building yesterday. Shout out to the Hub. Shout out to that Big Talk podcast.
For sure. This is D.Mack. Oh, hold on.
Hey, wait a minute. That just woke me up a little bit.
Show me your consistency. Show me all your powers. Baby, your violence. I know you care, but I ain't you to this. I know it's hard, but I'm new to this. I know you are wrong.
Baby, I love what I'm in. Baby, just give me a minute. I just talked to you guys, now I'm beating you back. Baby, I'm in you. You hate when I'm off of these jobs, I'm not out. Just gave it a dick like you called me back. I'm a regular nigga, I gotta move tight. I hate when you posting and that you be losing me. You taste so good like food to me. The action broke here, fool to me. Why you wanna be tough, then cool with me? Whenever I ask you the reason, you leave me alone. Just cause you keep choosing. I'm getting twisted, baby, I already be feeling alone. Just come to the 2 or 3.
Show me your whole see. Show me all your power. Baby, do flowers. I know you care, but I ain't new to this. Back then I was shy, but baby, I ain't new to this. I know you wrong. I hate it when you get your feelings. You and your mind got me twisted. You took my broken heart, then you fix it. Twisted over you. I know they watching everything we do. Hey, say like this, girl, don't get it twisted. Hey, when I roll my back, girl, it's on the big shit. Yeah, I'm twisted. You know I can't resist it. Anyway, got red lipstick. You know you wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, yeah, I tell you, look like babe. The fuck you want, I'm trying to take it there, I roll a A. I wanna pull up, I told you. I am so twisted, I don't know who wrong. Show me your whole see. Show me all your power, baby, do flowers. I know you care, but I ain't new to this. Back then I was shy, but baby, I ain't new to this. I know you wrong.
Let's go. Mixing in Keith Sweat is nasty work. That was crazy.
Wow.
I was not expecting that either.
Nah,
then you want to throw in a Keith Sweat. Like,
Yo, so
you know what
the
I'm
beat,
saying?
you already know the beat was rocking. The beat
was definitely rocking. That was
caught
bumping,
Toya
jumping, all the above.
100%. And to be honest, yo, I'm a Keith Sweat fan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Like, it was doing
That
it
was
for the
good.
dark-skinned brothers back in the day. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
My boy Keith Sweat. Shout out to my boy Keith Sweat. To this day, holding it down for the dark-skinned
big
brothers.
legend. He's a big legend.
Big
Like,
legend
you know
when it
what
comes
I'm
to,
saying?
like, you know what I mean, making records. So, the beat was fire.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
What do you thought about the lyrics and stuff like that?
I thought the lyrics were with the beat. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like the flow?
The flow, yes.
Yeah.
That's actually a good way of putting it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got so lost in the beat.
It's the first time listening to it.
First time, but I'm telling you that Keith Sweat, that sample, that just, I don't know, put me in a different zone. Like,
and then
you know
the
what I'm
drums,
saying?
the way it was like moving. You already know the bop real quick.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Shout
that.
out to Toya Topfloor out here
That
in the
was,
drill.
They watch it? Is it called They Watch It?
That one was called Twisted Over You.
Twisted. Oh,
That was called Twisted Over You. Nah,
I like
that's for
that.
sure. Nah, that's
Yeah,
off the
was
D.Mack
fire.
and the
That's
Samar Fold tape. And as far as like the lyrics and the flow for me, like from the last song that we played from D.Mack and this one and D.Mack's verse on this, because it was him, Samar Fold, and Tuvex as well.
Okay.
Shout out to Tuvex. He was on the chorus of the song.
Okay.
But D-Mack's like flow, he's kind of like chill. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
He's more melodic. He's more like, you know what I mean? I like that. I like that.
I love that a lot.
It's more of a chill vibe. Like, you feel me?
I love that
like,
a lot.
But I know he could switch it up, but those two records gave me that vibe. You feel what I'm saying? For sure.
Seemed like a very versatile artist. Yeah, I feel like he could hop on anything, you know. How long again? How long again? You doing music?
Shoot, I don't even know how long he been doing. D.Mack has been doing music for a minute though.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you but he does a lot of things behind the scenes as well. Like, you know what I mean? Especially like with our boy Samar Fold and the Hub Studios. Like I said, he DJs. Like anything artistically, D.Mack does. You
That's
know what
fire.
I mean? So like he's been doing this for a minute. Like really, like follow my boy D.Mack, and he be doing things off the love. Like Mr. 203, D.Mack, Mizzle, man. 203 Fest. You already know what it is.
So
man.
check it. I want to do a little twist if we can in the show.
Let's do it.
I always have to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we play this and we were just talking about this. I think I want to play the intro. I think I want to get into a little bit
you
of
want to play the intro? You want to play the intro again?
Let's do it.
Of course.
We gotta represent EJ again. Appreciate him again. But listen, the artist FrankieWithDaLisp, D.Mack, fire.
Mizzle.
Two different lanes, but the lanes are fire. I think that you two have so much potential. Like Key, first of all, I love that. I just love that for Frankie. And I'm noticing too, like from listening from Private Party to the other record, like she is big on like samples, like Little Mo samples.
Yes.
Which I love. I love me some Little Mo.
Yeah, it's a sample game.
Listen, that sample game
It's
that
always,
artists are using
good.
now. If you do it the right way, and it evens out.
You know what it does, Toya? Because like we're from a different type of generation from like the younger generation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm in my 30s. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So like the younger generation, the fact that they're using samples that when we were young, we listening to it, and now we could jump on their wave.
Attention.
You feel me? So now we're listening to what the younger generation got, and we could listen to it.
Absolutely.
See how that twisted over you beat?
Absolutely.
Like it caught you. You know what I mean? But when we were younger, Keith Sweat had it on lock. I mean, he was a little before my time, but like, you feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Okay,
like,
you don't know Keith. I don't know what you doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Big legend,
like,
for
you
real.
feel what
And
I'm
he's
saying?
still doing
big
it
legend.
to this day. He's still touring
to this day, bro.
Still got females dropping pennies, all type of stuff. Like
Sweat,
all that,
man.
all that.
Keith Sweat, that's for sure.
So yeah, Scoobs, let's get into a little twist of things. Every episode I always want to play this because you need to know these words in this song represent Unknown Plug CT, your name. Let's get into EJ. Let's get into that intro. Shout out to EJ once again, who came through. First of all, let me get into who produced the beat. Okay? Let me get into this man that produced the beat, all right? He wasn't physically a part of the session. I made one phone call. He's on his way to another session out of town, first of all. Okay? He sends through the record, sends it to EJ while we're in the studio. Literally, EJ heard it one time. He did not write anything down.
No.
EJ does not write anything down. It was, for me to see that, just his process of how he does things, heard it and said, Toya, I got it. Win that booth, and he got it. Then that's just the end of it.
Shout out to Anubis Studios.
Shout out to Anubis.
That's where we at
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Anubis
Shout out
Studios.
to the family.
For
Joey,
real, that's the
Liza.
fam. You know that.
Shout out to
Waterbury.
Fluff. You know what I'm saying? Cameraman.
You know that.
Big shooter. You feel I'm
You
talking
know
about? Big people behind Unknown Plug
100%,
CT.
100%. But I sent him that beat, and he knew the assignment. That's it. Like, I
Nailed
knew
it.
Like, the thing is, I couldn't make it to the studio session, so I was like, you know what? I know I made the beat that he's gonna do.
Absolutely.
Like, I knew it. Like,
even when you're not here, you hear.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Feel what I'm talking about?
So I sent the beat, and within a couple minutes, it was already like happening.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Music is amazing.
I called Schools. He was in a session. He stepped out, and he already heard the record in the background. It was like,
this is it.
Yeah, send that to me ASAP. Like, hurry up.
A-Yap Rocky. ASAP.
So yeah, shout out to EJ, Evan James. Sure. Follow him on everything.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Big
sir.
superstar.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into this intro. Your name. Shout out to the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coming to all platforms real soon.
Real soon.
Yeah, sooner than soon. Yeah.
You don't know what you're hoping for. All you know is you need a change right now. You feel like you've been all on the road. I know. Working over and over. You just need a little help. Just be the only time I'll tell. Not giving anyone like self. Hoping one day and they will ring, up. Ring, ring, ring up. Ring, ring, ring up. Ring, ring, ring up.
EJ, I might get you to write a second verse to that.
Evan James, shout out to
It makes me want to hear more. Like, I don't know.
He
Like,
did the job.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
did the job.
Shout out to EJ.
No,
you know what I'm
it's
saying?
a real good vibe. It feels good. It's summery. It's very bright. I did that on purpose, man.
Positive
Shout out to
vibes.
the Unknown Plug. You know what I
You
mean?
feel
CT,
me?
you know that. For
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, so shout out to all the two artists we had on tonight. Frankie
Yeah.
with the list. Key to be exact. You
Key
feel
to
me?
be exact.
You know what I'm talking about? D.Mack.
D.Mack, man. I call him D.Mack Mizzle.
D.Mack
But D.Mack,
Mizzle.
that's my guy, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate y'all
For sure.
sending in music. So check it out. If you want to send in music,
Yep.
What's the email?
Yo, submissions.unknownplug@gmail.com. You feel what I'm saying? That's the email that we ride it with. And then, like, if anything, you could just definitely go into the bio, like, or the description.
Everywhere in the
you'll
bio.
You'll find everything anyway. But
everywhere.
Unknown Plug CT on everything. But the email is submissions.unknownplug@gmail.com. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to everybody that's been supporting us. Shout out to all the artists that's been submitting to us, man. Like, shout out to everybody that's been really helping us out and making this come true.
Absolutely.
Because all we trying to do is put on for the up and coming artists and just create a new platform so they can just be heard. And soon, you never know, man. You might see the artists with us. You feel what I'm saying? So the more we get this done, the more changes and the more things you see happen. But this is our second episode. You already know what it is, man. You got anything? Any announcements?
Couple requirements. Also, too, when you submit your music, send in a small bio. No, nothing major. Just saying how long you've been doing music, where you're representing from, and if you have a project dropping, and also send a picture. We're gonna make sure you're on a flyer. We're gonna rotate you around. Leading up into your episode. Also, too, really quickly, shout out to J. Coop, April 25th. I'm hosting at Jim Jones. We in the building. Also this Sunday, okay? We outside
Dipset.
with that on. I know.
Jones.
Right, that part.
Capo. Nah. Shout out to Jim Jones.
Shout out to also Bottoms Up, Moochie. Me and Preem Gully have an event, 420 event. And we have vendors, we have performers. If you want to lock in with us. Well, we got a couple of events coming up, comedy shows, a whole bunch of things. Toya Topfloor on everything. Also follow that Unknown Plug CT page on that Instagram. Y'all going crazy. Y'all been showing a lot of love. Like, me and Scoops appreciate y'all so much. Like, all the followings, just all the love we getting from people doing drops, from the radio station, just all over, man. We love y'all for real. This is
OD mad love right now.
This is very overwhelming for me, for Scoops, like all the love. Just so appreciative. And there's more to come. Let me tell you, this ain't nothing. This
Episode
is
2.
Outside. Unknown Plug time. You feel what I'm talking about?
You know it.
Check us out. Peace.
You don't know what you're hoping for. All you know is you need a change right now.